Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining Jeff and I today. We're going to get into a little bit about Edison International, EIX. There's been lots of news about them lately. When we look back, there were wildfires that happened in California that actually devastated acres and acres of land. And Edison became under scrutiny. So why don't we get into a little bit of the material about what happened?
Yeah, well, this time last year, there were, as you say, the fires raging in California. It's still under investigation as to what exactly started the fires, but it's possible that Edison's equipment ignited it. And so the stock price fell quite dramatically thereafter.
Yeah, it was like 30% in a day or two.
Yeah, the first week of January, it really dropped quite substantially. And this was a company I hadn't ever followed or looked into, but never let a good crisis go to waste. So,
Yeah.
so we looked at it.
But Jeff, didn't the CEO Pedro Perazzo come out with a statement to the Los Angeles Times about that he believed it was due to an old transmission line that re-energized and that, in a process called induction that actually led to the fire.
Yeah, he did say that. And so the investigation is supposed to conclude probably this summer. But wildfires are, it goes with the territory in California. And so they
Mm.
have insurance funds to cover the damages for this. There's one existing fund right now, it has $21 billion in it. And if Edison was responsible for starting the fire, they can make use of that fund so long as they acted prudently. And that's very important to mention.
Right.
And we think that they did. And when the investigation concludes, we think this will remove a significant overhang on the stock, and then the shares we think will
Yeah.
appreciate much higher. Right now, it's trading at a 30% discount to where it normally trades,
Hmm.
and it's actually at a valuation not seen since the financial crisis in 2009.
Right. So go back to the insurance portion. The company is using about 1 billion of their own insurance fund and then going to, as long as they are deemed, I guess, by the regulator as prudent, they get to access the wildfire fund in California of 21 billion, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And then
Yep.
in
And this,
addition to that, didn't they come out with an additional 18 billion to be
yeah,
accessed?
right. They created a second fund in September with another 18 billion. However, that can't be used for any fire that ignited before September of 2025. But what it
Mhm.
does allow companies to do is issue bonds to pay for any damages for other wildfires, such as the Eden fire. So let's say the 21 billion gets depleted. Edison can then issue bonds and pay it back over many years.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good. So we'll have to wait and see come, I guess, this summer.
Yeah, the expectation from me is that the investigation will conclude that Edison's equipment probably did start the fires, but that they acted prudently nevertheless. And so they can
Mhm.
make use of the fund. That will remove a big layer of uncertainty to the stock. And while we're waiting for that to happen, there's almost a 6% dividend. And they just increased that dividend by 6 percentage points in December. So they're quite
Right.
confident they can continue paying it. You never increase your dividend if you don't think you can pay it.
Yeah. And they have quite a history of a good track record of a solid dividend.
Hmm. Yep. They have a history of increasing it. And they also are guiding towards 5 to 7% earnings growth between now and 2028. And I'm
Right.
confident they'll be able to do that because they've met or exceeded their guidance for decades. So they have an excellent track record of delivering on their own guidance. And so if they're able to do that by 2028, if you take that earnings per share figure and multiply it by the 13 time historical multiple it trades at, I'm getting to $90 a share. And right now at 60, that's 50% upside.
Yeah. So
So
bottom line, we've got a solid dividend. We've got potential growth. Um, and all the, I guess, fundamentals look positive for the future.
hmm, yeah, absolutely. So this is one we own. Well, we should disclose. You and I both own it personally, and clients own it as well. So we do have a financial interest in this stock.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. So we'll,
Awesome.
update people on developments as things happen and other market opportunities.
You bet.
Nice talking to you. Bye.
You too.